Okay, we're going to use some balls today. If you don't have one of these squeezy balls, some people say, oh, just get a racquetball. Sometimes they're a little too stiff, and a tennis ball is too stiff. This is perfect. But if you don't have this, a rolled up thick pair of socks will work just fine. Okay, so we're going to use these. So I'm going to get them in my hands right away. Okay, I have my long pants on because it's just chilly today. Here's the balls. You could have a rolled up pair of socks. That would be fine. First thing I'm going to do is step on my balance pad. That's, again, one of the better things you can do to just peak your proprioceptive elements. And I didn't say muscles because proprioception has a lot more to do with other things than just muscles. But you see, when I step up here barefooted, yes, I have socks on. However, that's all I have. I don't have my shoes on today. So I just have socks on. And I especially like it whenever people are going to do barefooted work. You can get those socks, they're all over the place, that have grippies on the bottom. Those are perfect to let your feet open up and really work, but yet keep you from slipping. So you see what I'm doing? I'm just starting to work like a piston, but I'm on a spongy surface. So that means I have to keep my knee soft the whole time that I'm doing this little kneading type of work. Now, while I'm doing it, I have two of these squeezy balls, and many people had purchased these from me. It's not that you get a ball that you can squeeze in that will allow you to squeeze in and release. Okay, and I found these to be perfect for that. I'll have to do some investigation, see if I can find where I ordered them before. Now, as I'm doing my piston type work and I'm squeezing, and I have my weight training gloves on, because when I squeeze, I want to squeeze in all the way until I can't squeeze in anymore. Then I'm going to release. So as I'm doing that, I'm going to do just a little bit of a reach out. Now, when you move your arms in any way, it's going to affect your balance, okay? And you'll see me checking. I'm trying to check to see where my toes are in relationship to the edge of the pillow, okay? Take the time to do this part of our workout today. So I'm coming down with all four corners of my foot. So I'm just doing this kind of a work. Then if I start working with my arms, I'm going to check every once in a while to make sure I'm maintaining in the middle of the pad. Because if you're doing this and you all of a sudden didn't realize you had drifted and you step down and you're stepping off the edge, that is the number one reason people fall, is because they weren't expecting that drop. That's just only 2 inches. What if it was 4 inches? That's why so many people fall. So what am I going to do? I don't want to bend in like this, but I want to constantly check. So I'm going to dart my eyes. So as I'm doing this, if you don't bend your knees a little bit, and by bending I mean soften them, you will go into your heel a little more than I want you to right now. Okay, so I'm tightening in my tummy, breathing through my nose. I'm doing a little piston type move. And by piston, do you see what that means? That means up and down. And if I feel myself drifting, I'm going to dart my eyes and I'm going to check, where am I? Then I'm going to keep my knees soft so that when I come down with all 4 corners of my foot, I can sense where I'm at, okay? By just darting my eyes, and then I start doing my swimming motion. And I'm just going forward right now. I'm not necessarily going back too much. I'm taking a breath through my nose, constantly talking to myself, saying shoulders down, chin tucked, knees are soft, rotation, 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 rotation. Keep it going. Rotation. Keep your shoulders down. Do that little piston move. So if it's a piston, it's not wonky all over the place. It goes straight up and straight down, right? If you've ever seen how pistons work. Straight, I'm not talking about basketball players. I'm talking about a piston in a car, okay? See, I'm squeezing, squeezing, bringing the elbow back. I'm going to emphasize elbow back. So let me tell you, if I were with you right now, let's say if I was with Kay right now, I'd be standing behind her with my hands and having her push my hand when she goes back from this motion. See right here? Push. See that elbow? See right here? Push. But drop your shoulders. Push. So you're going forward. You're staying under the shoulder, not going up above the shoulders. But when you go back, you keep your pistons going. But you push that elbow back. Okay? Big breath. Okay, pretend I'm back behind you. My hands are, until you can touch my hand, my palm, see, you can't come forward because I want you to push back with that elbow. Hope that helps you to orient properly on this one. See, I'm squeezing. I'm squeezing. It's just an in, out, in, out. Yeah, release and squeeze. Put the elbow back. Take a big breath. Soften up the knees. You can do it all over again. Yes. Breath. Breath. Put that elbow back. Don't go fast. Don't go fast. Don't go fast. Pretend I'm behind you. Drop your shoulders. And when your elbow is back, you got to touch the palm of my hand. And I keep going back a little further. See, that's the point. I want you to open that shoulder right here, right there. Back, back, back. Don't lift it. Push it back. Breath. Breath. Squeeze. Squeeze those balls. Squeeze them. And if you don't have a ball, like a racquetball is actually a little too stiff. These are a great ball to use, but you might not have that. But if you have a thick pair of socks and roll them up into a ball, that'll work perfect. Okay, a little bit more, one more, couple more seconds. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Drop your shoulders, drop your shoulders. See how I'm darting my eyes, making sure I'm orienting to the middle of the balance pad. Yeah, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Bring it down. Now drop your heel off the back. Take a big breath and push forward. So I have my toe forward. I'm dropping my heel and I'm just pushing my knee forward. Okay, I'm going to use the little, if I have the balls or socks in my hands, I'm just doing a pendulum from the shoulders, just a pendulum. Okay, take a breath, take a breath, take a breath, take a breath. Now soften the knees and let the front leg step off like that. See that? Now I've got the ball of my foot on the pad and I've stepped off. Now I'm barefooted or with socks. If it's slipping a little bit, just adjust. Take a breath. See how I'm leaning in and I'm getting quite a stretch in my calf here. And then I just rotate my arms again, like a little pendulum, and just hang in here for just a little bit. Take a big deep breath. Then I'm going to ease up the back foot, step back on the pillow. Anytime you're doing work on your balance pad, anytime. Always have a chair, a wall, something immovable that you can just put your hand on if you need to. Okay, now I'm going to take my other leg and I'm going to drop the heel off the back of the balance pad until I feel my heel on the ground. It's only 2 inches, but that's what's necessary to start getting a stretch reflex right there. Okay, soften up into, especially the front knee, okay? Now I'm gonna take my hands and go this away, okay? Take a breath, drop your shoulders. So it's gonna come this away right here. So when you do this, number one, you don't do it fast. There's a reason for me to say that, because when I do this, some people are just going to start swinging their arms. I don't want you to swing your arms. This is a distinct move. Number one, I'm really concentrating on stretching my heel down. Number two, I want my shoulders down. Number three, I'm really keeping my balance. And when I do this, see, I don't want to just see arms swinging. If I were with you right now in this move, I would have one hand in the middle of your back and your shoulders, and I would have one hand right here on your shoulder, because I want your elbows soft and I want you to pull the shoulder blades into your back while you're moving into this move. Keep your heel down and back, and then you come down. Now drop your shoulders, tighten your tummy, okay? Open your toes, don't crunch in your toes. Now the shoulder blades are the ones that are doing this lift. It's not just arm swinging, okay? So you drop your shoulders, breath, tight tummy, drop them again, soften the elbows, and you start leading from the elbow, not your hand. Because if you lead from the elbow, you're going to pull the shoulder blades in much more efficiently. Then pay attention to where are your palms in this move. They need to be headed down, okay? Breath, one more time. Here we go. All the way back. Yeah, squeeze the shoulder blades and maintain balance. Yeah, just hang in there, hang in there. Have a counter, something that you can hang on to if you start to lose your balance. Then you come down, take a breath, and I'm going to take the front leg now and just step off of the pad, but I'm going to keep pushing the heel back. Okay, so that little step could be a little disconcerting to some of you because you're not quite sure that you can maintain your balance and do it, because see, this is still a little precarious because I got one foot on that very unstable surface, and then I stepped off. Then you put your foot up into the middle and step back up. See that move? Step back up for your whole foot, go forward and step back. It's that quick movement right here that many of us need to practice, because it's that move, that quick ability to be able to do a quick step up and you're moving backward. Okay, so both of those together can be pretty challenging, especially if you've fallen, okay? So it's this kind of a move. Make sure you have your chair, your counter, something so that you can do this quicker move and still not think you're gonna fall, okay? Just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna put my little squeezy balls right here away. Then I'm gonna grab my bar, okie dokie. And this time we're gonna go from side to side, okay? And we're gonna start in and we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's approximately 7 moves. We've already done a few of them in a little bit of a way to keep us mobile, to keep us strong. Okay, it's a 15-minute actually mobility work. All right, so I've got my bar, and what am I doing? I'm simply stepping side to side. Now, How might I complicate this or make it a little more challenging? You step side to side from this pad, and you step down and you step up, and you step down and you step up. Now, if you are doing okay on the floor, well, of course, stay on the floor. But if you want a little bit more of a challenge in your side stepping, and we're going to start using the bar here. See, I'm going to come right here, and then I'm going to come right here. So what am I doing? I'm going ahead and stepping with my whole body shifting, and I'm shifting into the pressure in this leg. Then I come back up. The stepping up onto here, a very unstable surface, I'm telling you, if you start working this, you're going to get out of balance. That's what these are for, to make you feel like you are losing your balance. Then you have to struggle to get back in balance. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to take my whole body and shift here. See this? So my butt is pushed back a little. Shoulders are down. I've got my bar right here, and then I'm going to quick step right up to here. Okay, when I get ready to step down, then I'm going to shift from primary support here to this primary support. See, I'm shifting in here. So it's this kind of motion, this quick motion up and down that makes it much more challenging. If you want to do this on the floor and just go from here to here, that's perfectly fine. Do a few, but when you get up on this, make sure you have something that you put your hands on, okay? So every day, you need to spend a few minutes doing side to side motion, which is what we're doing. This is motion in the frontal plane, okay? See, I'm going side to side. We already moved in the sagittal plane, and now I'm moving in the transverse, because now I'm going to make this a little more challenging. And again, you may not want to do it on the pillow. You may want to be on the floor. That's okay. You may just do this as you shift. So you're going from here to now I'm putting a little more pressure here. I'm hip hinging. If I lean in, I'm hip hinging. So when I come down here, but if I take my bar now and I don't just do up and down, I do this. And when I'm up here, I'm going to start into this. So even the beginning of moving your arm from side to side like this, as you do your frontal plane work or your leg abductors and adductors, and you do this kind of a, it's kind of like a kayaking move, but you're standing and you're on an uneven surface. I mean, not a solid surface. So when you get ready to come here, if I were with you right now, number one, when you step up on the pad, I would notice your knees. Are you locking them, or are they just a little bit soft? If they're a little bit soft, that's what I want. Is your butt pushing back just a little bit? That's what I want. Because as I step down and I swing my arms back like this, then the other thing, I would look at your foot and see what direction is that foot. When you step, many of you are going to point your foot out like a duck, okay? And I want you to point it straight on, because I'm trying to affect your adductors and your abductors, sides and inside, not the front and the back. I mean, they're using, but my primary reason for doing this is to get you to train your brain to orient your proprioception as you step side to side, especially if you're on an uneven surface, as we are when we're using our little balance discs, okay? And I hope that y'all are using these balance discs at least a couple minutes every day, okay? One more step, side to side, dig it in, and side to side, dig it in. So, big mobility day. All of this side to side stuff, all of this stuff that we were doing with the balls, bringing the elbow back. Remember that? I told you, you need to pretend I'm behind you. And then when you come back here, you need to hit my hands. You know, we had the ball doing that. Some of you, I will guarantee you, you did this. I just want you to go straight back. That's all I wanted you to do. That's why I want you to hit my hands in the back. Okay? Once you've done that, that kind of a motion, and then this gets you prepared in your shoulders to do up and overs. Okay? Now you can continue standing on your little balance pad, challenging yourself. And you can actually bring one foot up, then the other foot up, kind of count 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, put it down. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, put it down. See, I didn't make it on that one. I was already drifting off. It's because I didn't soften my knees enough. So drop your shoulders. Always breathing in through the nose, soften the knees, okay? And now I'm taking my bar and I'm just, all I'm doing is, I don't want to lean, so to speak. All I want to do is be stationary. I want to stay in the column and lift just my knee, okay? Which is going to bring my foot up. So get your foot in dorsiflexion. That means don't point your toe. Soften up, all four corners. Now get ready, tighten. And I'm going to bring this bar, whenever I bring my foot up, I'm going to bring this bar just to my forehead and then come back down. And you might have to tap, tap, tap. And listen, if you're like, enough of that pad, it's too hard, that's fine. Do all of this just in the floor. You can do all of this in the floor because I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to do up and overs. Yeah. So our shoulders are pretty ready now because all that stuff I did to begin with, that was to get your joints warmed up. So stay in the floor. When you get ready to bring the foot up and bring that bar to your forehead, you got to soften up your joints. Big breath, tighten tummy. Ready? I'm right here. I'm going to come just like that. Take a big deep breath, big deep breath, big deep breath, big deep breath, put it down. Okay? And then if you want more challenge, of course, do everything we're doing, but you're on the pad. See? Woo! Ribcage up, soft knees, bring it up, hold it. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, right here. Bring it down. Get ready because we're going to slip up to the top of the head in just a second. Drop your shoulders. Big breath. Drop your chin. Soften up. Shift. Just bring the leg up. Bring the bar up to the top of the head. Yes, 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. Right now. I can tell you it's much more challenging on the pad. Okay. Shift. Stay in the column. What does that mean? When we're going to bring one leg up, especially when you've had knees and hips replaced, we tend to get into bad habits. And I notice it in myself. So I'm cautioning you to stay in the column. What's the column? The column is from your shoulders to your hips. And then it's just a shoulder width stance. If you get out of that lying, see, this is out of the column. And some of us get used to walking like that. Okay, that's not how we want to practice being stable in an upright position. Stay in your column. Breath, you shift, but you stay in the column. And then you're ready to bring that leg up, and you're going to put it right up on top of the head, and you're going to try to hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, put it down. Put it down. Take a breath. Tighten, tighten. Here we go. Shift. Okay, I'm staying in my column, and I'm going to Bring the bar to the top of the head, and just bring my knee up. I'm trying to maintain 1001, 1002, 1003, bring it down. This is good balance work, but you gotta know what are those parameters that I need to hit, okay? And we're trying to get to where we can stand on one leg, just in the floor, see? Soften and bring that knee up and just hold and count to 15. You're trying to get to where you can do that and be stable and put your foot down when you wanna put it down. You are gonna be amazed if you'll do the work on here first, then come down and try to do that one-legged stance. It's gonna be so much easier to do just because you worked on this first, okay? So I hope this is helping you get clarity in what it takes to train your balance systems. So I'm just gonna keep both feet down now. I'm gonna bring the bar here to my forehead, then here to the top of my head. When you get to the top of your head, take your hands out the whole way. Soften up your knees, drop your shoulders. I'm gonna say that again because some of y'all are letting your shoulders come up around your ears. Drop your shoulders. Take a breath, and it's just barely resting on the top of my head. See, I'm not pulling it down or anything like that. And then I bring it back down. There's a reason why I didn't go all the way back. And you should pay attention to this little system. Forehead, head. Bring it down. Now drop your shoulders, tighten in the tummy, soften your knees. Breath, 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 breath. Bring it right back down to the collarbone. Bring your elbows in. Yeah, some of you are flaring your elbows. If you're flaring your elbows, you're rotating your shoulders forward. And you don't even realize you're doing it. Okay? Big breath. Drop your shoulders. Bring the bar to the forehead, to the top of the head. And now just barely, make sure your elbows are down. Just slip it behind your head. And keep your head back. Meaning tuck your chin. Keep your chin tucked. Okay, hang out here for just a second. See, it's just touching the back of my head, the occipital bone. Drop your shoulders, drop them. Soften your knees, breath, breath. Bring it back up, and then bring it back down. Then bring it down, okay? Super easy to say, oh, let's do our up and overs. Right, do it that way. And see if it gets your attention. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more of them, y'all. And we're gonna do one more just like that and let them hold so that you're creating your own traction. And I'm trying to really explain what I'm doing here. I'll turn to the side so you can see what in the world it looks like from the side. Because I want the knees soft, shoulders down, chin is tucked. I'm gonna come up to my forehead, look at my elbows. Drop those elbows, keep your chin tucked. Then I'm gonna go to the top of the head. Now I'm gonna take my arms, my hands, all the way out. Soften up the knees, drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders, take a breath. Slip that bar right down to the occipital bone. Keep your chin tucked, elbows down. Soften the knees, breath, breath, breath. Let it just hang out here. You're creating your own traction right here. Take a breath. Okay, now I'm gonna go on down to the top of the shoulders. Take a breath, then I'm gonna come back to the occipital bone. Push back on the head by dropping your chin. Drop your chin, push back, take a breath. Come up and come down, okay? I haven't done the full thing yet. It just amazes me how they show some of these moves and they don't show you the backstory of everything it takes to do it properly and to not hurt your joints. Now, because I'm standing on this pad doing this motion, I'm getting all kinds of ankle and foot work because I'm wobbling around. That kind of wobbling around, it might be disconcerting, but it's what we've got to do proper balance work. You need to feel that. And by doing this motion with the hands, it helps to push that narrative, okay? That kind of move. So you're still on all four corners. You're going to go a little into the heel more. Then you're going to go a little to the front. You're going to go to the side. You know, it's going to move around. The proprioceptive systems have to pull you back to center. Okay, are you ready? Now we're going to go, I'm going to take it all the way down. You don't have to go as far as you can. So here I am. Elbows are down, tight tummy, drop your shoulders, soften the knees. I'm going to come to the forehead, make sure my elbows are down to the top of my head, go all the way out as far as I can on the bar, soften up the knees, drop your shoulders, breath to the occipital bone, really push back against it. Hold it there, 1001, 1002, 1003, push back. Then go down, and then go down. And then open the arms when you're down there. To get back up, you can bend your elbows a little. Then come all the way up to the occipital bone, up to the top of the head, and down. Did you do it? I hope so. You didn't have to go all the way down. Here we go. One last time. There's a definite pattern here. Okay, keep working at staying on balance. All four corners of your feet, soften the knees, drop your shoulders to the forehead. Take a breath in through the nose, up to the top of the head. Make sure your elbows are down and drop it behind to the occipital bone. Tuck your chin, push against that bar, all the way open. You're going to bring it down. Now you're going to open the arms. You're going to bring it all the way down. Take a big deep breath. Tight tummy, drop shoulders, come back in with the bend. Come up to the occipital bone. Make sure the elbows are down. Come all the way up and all the way down. How do you feel? This is where you're wanting to slap me. I know it. I can feel it. Okay. Those were ups and overs for the bar. But I did the whole story for you. I took you through a very systematic warm-up of the shoulders, of your body, and then we went into the full all the way down. Why do you want to do this? Because you want to keep doing stuff and you want to free up a frozen shoulder. You have to do it carefully. Okay, so now is when I'm going to follow this through, and I have my two jugs here. I have my two 10-pound carries because I just wanted to hang down off my fingertips. I'm not gripping. Okay, what do you do if you don't have this? You come over here to your little weights that I know you have. This is 9 pounds, and you just put it in your hand. That's all. So if you don't have 2 bags that you've loaded to achieve about 10 pounds, just pick up your 9-pounder. You can pick up your 12, I don't care. So you see how I'm going down to pick this up? It's very important. I'm pushing my butt back. I'm at shoulder width with my stance. Get my chin tucked. I don't bend at the waist and go around my back and pick these up. I soften my knees, I push my butt back, and I grab the handles and I come up with them. Now we're going to do a little nuanced type of a thing. Now, if you want to keep standing on your pad, that would be fine. I'm just going to stand off of it for right now. Drop, soften my knees. Very important to drop your shoulders. Now I've got a 10-pound weight hanging off of my fingertips. See this little motion right here? This little motion actually is a very important one to some very important muscles in your core that are attached from the front of your body to the back part of your spine. See this little tiny innocuous bending I'm doing? It is slaughtered by most people that I see in the gym working out. So I want you to tuck your chin, drop your shoulders, tighten your tummy. My knees are soft. I'll turn to the side. And I want you to go down and you just let your hand, let your weight pull you down, but you don't go out of the column. You do not shift your hips to get further down. That's not the point. The point is doing it correctly so that you innervate, that you work in a good way those abdominal core muscles. That is letting you bend to the side. I'm not twisting. I'm letting this just take me down. I'm trying to get my rib cage down close to my hip bone. That's what I'm trying to do. So, and it's just a very, and I've got a weight here. You know, this is 10 and 10. It's pulling me down. To pull yourself back up, you gotta contract your tummy muscles. Pull. Yeah, they're supposed to help you pull up instead of making your back do the whole thing. Okay, this is a very simple but a very easy to screw up move. Okay, especially when you have some weight hanging on your arms. Drop your shoulders again. Some of you start to lose it actually with your shoulders rounding. Don't let them round. Bring them to your ears and then drop them down. Now tighten the tummy and you just let it pull you down. Now when you're going to stand up, I want you to contract your tummy muscles. Breath. Drop. Contract the tummy muscles. Yeah, like that. So you need to feel that pulling through the tummy muscles on that side, then on the other side. So this is a very good move for back health if you don't overdo it and move way too much. And by that I mean push your hip out so that you can go lower. I'm not worried about that. Okay, one more. Drop your shoulders. You're holding your ground with your feet. Holding your ground, holding your ground, holding your ground. Yeah, just like that, just like that. Take a breath. And now we're going to put these weights down. Okay. And now I'm going to use my chair right here, not with the pad. And I'm going to start this motion from the chair. So I'm going to come right here, take a wide stance, hip hinge, come right down here. Now, if you have been experiencing any kind of, if you've had any kind of hip work done, knee work done, your ability to move through a whole range called a 90-90, you can do this on the floor or you can do it from your chair. So I'm going to sit right here. I can grab this if I need to. Now I'm bending these toes. I can bend my toe now. I can't put a lot of pressure on that big toe, but I can bend it. Okay, so look at the knee. It's down. The toes are very flexed in the back. This is a 90. I'm going to go here because your hip joints stay at a 90. Okay, let me work with this a little bit. I can bend it a little. Okay. So now I'm the other way, and now I'm going to grab my chair and pull back. Pull back. You should feel a powerful stretch on your quad right now. Okay, so I'm just opening my hip, dropping my shoulders, breath, breath, breath. Then I come out of that and I do it again. So I'm going to step aside and I'm going to grab here and I'm going to really drop my knee and then I'm going to open back right there. So if you have, I have a knee replaced and a hip replaced. So I can just tell you that my knee replacement quadricep much tighter than my hip replaced. So I'm going to come right back here again and do it again. I'm going to put my toe in the right position, drop my knee, grab, then open back and let it open the hip. Big breath, let it stretch, let it stretch, let it stretch, let it stretch. Take a breath, take a breath, take a breath, and then come back. So notice which side you've got going that's little tight. Okie dokie. Okay, so back here now, we're going to start the abdominals. We're going to start doing some of the abdominal work, and we're going to do more abdominal work with the next element here. But I'm just going to go like this. See, this is a really good time to employ your discs. Okay, I just want you to do one at a time. I don't want you to do both. So depending on what you got going on, see, if I'm sitting here at the edge, I'm either going to stand up or I'm going to open at the hip. See that? So once I've gotten back to here, where my chin tucked, then I'm going to just pull this out and come up. So now I've activated the whole abdominal to do this move and to do a pull in. See? Just a push, pull. And this foot is up off the ground. But notice what I'm doing here with my back. It's very extended. This is all working pretty hard. And this is a big mobility move right here. Breath, breath. Just keep breathing. Just keep breathing. Don't hold your breath on this. So many people hold their breath on this one because you're really using your abdominal muscle. Don't hold your breath. And then come back in. Okay. Switch the disc. What is the disc? Yeah, they sell them all over the place. But just go to the hardware store and get a furniture moving disc. Okay, a bigger one so you can put your foot on it. See, I'm just going to go out and in. If you can't think of anything else to do to help and you don't want to get in the floor, do this one. Just sit on the edge of the chair, drop your shoulders, and just open here and act like you're going to touch your shoulders to the chair, but you don't. And this is working. Yeah, if I were with you right now and you were doing this move, I'd do two checks. I would make sure that your back, that you truly hip hinged and you didn't round your back. That's number one. And number two, I'd poke you right here to make sure you were using that abdominal muscle. Now I just bring one leg up and now I'm just going to slide. See? So I'm back here. I've activated all this. Keeping my shoulders down, breathing. Pull. Big breaths. Right here. Push, push, push. Breath. Push, push, push. Breath. Yeah. And then come back in. Okay? So we just activated our tummy muscles. Then I'm going to come forward. I'm going to put, I don't care which way you go, but I'm going to push one side and I'm going to drop my shoulder. And I'm going to look over my shoulder here and I'm pushing my elbow against this leg back until I feel the groin stretch. Once I've got that going, I'm going to bring my elbow up here and just reach back behind my chair and then drop my shoulder. Drop my chin, look over the shoulder, really push into that groin, the leg that you're feeling the groin stretch on. Drop your shoulders again. Take a big deep breath. And then come back to neutral right here. Okay? Then I'm going to go the other way. So I'm going to get this going first, right? Once I got that going and I've dropped my shoulder, then I'm going to turn, keep that pushing, and I'm going to look over my shoulder here and bring my hand over the chair. Look over my shoulder, push on that leg. You should be feeling a groin stretch. Drop your shoulders, drop them, breath, really turn, breath, and come back to neutral. So I'm right here, okay? Then I'm going to stand up and I'm going to come right to my chair again. Now, I'm going to go down and do this from the floor. You do not have to. You're going to do the cat-cow. And you should be doing a cat-cow every day. This is part of a mobility work that works great. You do 3 to 6. I mean, you can do more, but hold it. So if you're going to be at the chair, you're going to be just like this. See? Bend your knees. And you're going to go way up with your back. You're going to open your shoulders. Then you're going to reverse and come down and lift your chin. And if you wanted to do it from the floor, this is what it looks like. Okay? You're on your knees and you're flexing your toes and you're going to go way up and you come back down. But you can work this one quite nicely from the chair. You don't have to get down if you don't want to. Okay? All the way up. Hold it for a couple seconds. Then you come down. Okay? All the way up. Squeeze in, squeeze in, squeeze in. Then you come down. Okay? That was just like 2 or 3, I think. So when I'm way down, when I go way down, I'm going to really lift my chin. Then I'm squeezing into the gluteals. Lifting my shoulders. Really pushing them up. Then I come back down. Okay? Now, if I'm in the floor, I'm going to grab my little disky things. Okay? And I'm going to just release and let my hips come down. And then I'm going to pull and pull with my tummy muscles. Okay? Now, you don't have to do this one. Let me show you what you can do if you're up on the chair. So I'm going to come right back to this because we're doing the cat-cow. That's what we're doing. Okay? And we're going into a couple other very important moves here. Okay? So I'm right here. I just got through doing the cat-cow, right? So I'm doing the cat-cow. I don't want to get on the floor. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to step back, put my hands forward, drop down, and go into a big stretch, and then pull my tummy right back and come back into this. Okay? So you go into a hyperextension, you lock your arms, your shoulders are down, and then you pull up out of that, and you push your butt back. And you do that another couple times. So if I'm in the floor, and I have my little discs, this is a great move to keep you mobile. I'm going to do my cat-cow, right? And then I'm going to take my hands out as far as I can and pull them back. Just feel where they're at. And then I'm going to drop my hips. Just like at the chair. My elbows are soft. And then I pull back and I lay my toes down and I come right down into a downward dog type move. Okay, and I'm on my knees, or I can do it on the chair, right? Drop your shoulders, take a big deep breath, then you come back all the way down, push your butt back, push your butt back, push your butt back, and then come back down. Now, I can either do that, I can't do it right now because my toe is giving me a problem. I can't put too much pressure on it. I could do it up here. So this is your downward, you go out and in, but it puts too much pressure on my toe. So that's how you can use these in that kind of a position. Let's see what we're doing on time. We're doing good. Okay. So we did the cat-cow. We're going to do the runner stretch. We did our downward dog just now. We've already done the T-spine. Then I'll end it with a crab crawl. Okay. If you can't think of anything else to do, get on that balance pad and we'll hang your heel off of it and get your bar and do an up and over and do the progressive up and over like I showed you. So I'm going to be right here. Sure, if I wanted to make this super hard, I would put your toe on one of those slidey things and have you go down and pull it back up and push it down and pull it back up. Okay, but we're doing mobility. So I'm going to go down into a runner stretch, just like that, and we'll really put that heel down. See that? Then I'll rotate and I'll come down. So the mobility that it takes and the strength that it takes in our legs, in our core, in our arms to go down is a big deal. I do not want you to get discouraged if you can't get down, okay? Just go halfway. When I start to come up, I may put my hand here just to get me through a sticking point, and then I will be up here, and I can go back down again, okay? And I will just try to get down and use just my legs as I get down to a soft landing. Now, if you want to, you can put your pad under your knee right now. That would be fine. Take a big breath, drop your shoulders. Then I'm going to come right here, and this is my replaced knee. This is my replaced hip. For me to get at the correct angle right off the floor here, I need a little push right here. Don't round your back. Tighten your tummy. Push into your toes. Push here. A little push, and then you're up. Okay? So you get the mobility through the hamstrings. You get the stretch through the calf. But man, it's the angle that you have to get at. And when you have a knee replaced, this can be quite tricky. So now I'm going to go back. I can go straight leg. And for me right now, to put pressure on my toe, which is recovering from a little toe surgery, won't work. So I'm going to just turn it a little bit, bend my knee, and come down so that I don't put pressure on that toe. So I'm coming right down. When I get ready to come up, I'll just turn my toe and I'll press and come up. Okay? But you don't have to go all the way. Just go to here and back. See, go to here and back. And do it a couple of times. Because this is what's going to get you strong enough to be able to do the mobility of getting down and back up. But just go halfway. See, I can't bend into my toe today because I can't put pressure on that. Because of the surgery. Take a breath. But do this. So this is a modified runner stretch. That's all this is. Okay? Now, if you're still in the chair, we're going to end on this one. Okay? You drop your shoulders. And for those of you who've come on and you've got to run somewhere, I'm telling you, get on a chair or get in the floor. I'm going to get in the floor, but I'm going to show you this. Do step, step, and step, step. See this? This is crab crawling. See this? I know. It's very important. It's one of the elements of this 15-minute mobility work, crab crawling. But you can do it from the chair. But I'm going to get down, see, because I can, and I'm going to come into this, sit down, then I'm going to lift my butt, and I'm just going to do a few steps, and then I'm going to do a few steps back. See that? Okay? I am telling you, if you warmed yourself up and got yourself down into the floor and did 1 to 2 minutes of this kind of an effort, crawling around, this is a big deal. Okay, especially if you've had joints replaced, if you have all kinds of different issues. These are some of the elements of mobility that you gotta keep working. It's a simple crab crawl. I know it. But you can start right in your chair and do 1 to 3 minutes of it. Swing those arms just like this. Do it from the chair. Start doing that crab crawl from the chair. Get your butt up. Walk your feet out. Walk your feet back. Okay? That's where it starts. Take a big deep breath. Now, when you bring your hands here, and you bring it down, bring it here, reach out, bring it down. I hope you're moving better. Yes, and it really did hurt me more than you because of my toe, but it's better. Okay, have a good day. Wear rain stuff.